Welcome to DrafKings Market Movers here on Drafting Out Loud for 5/11/2026. On today's episode, we're going to look at the risers and we're going to relate it to Superflex. What? We're going to look at the fallers. You're not going to believe your eyes when you see what's going on DraftKings with the fallers. And last, we're going to look at the values. There's still one value over 100 that catches passes that's going to fall off the sheet pretty soon, probably. Let's talk about them as well. Let's get into it. First off, we have our risers. And the riser I want to talk about first is Aaron Rodgers. I want to relate him to Superflex. So just hold on for just a second. I know that DraftKings doesn't have Superflex at all. It's on Underdog and some other sites, but we're going to talk about it for just a second. Aaron Rodgers is getting steamed up the boards in Superflex because you need more quarterbacks in there. But he's not really getting steamed up as much in these regular best ball drafts. I am thinking he is getting steamed up so much, and there's still some risk in his profile in that he might not be a football player next year. That right now, I'm trying to get into the Superflex streets and not draft him. Take the other players, and then if for some reason Aaron Rodgers doesn't sign, everyone else has these blown up teams. They are inflating his price, and you end up with a slightly better team because of it. Maybe you're only facing 11 opponents instead of 12 type of thing. Now, I kind of hope that doesn't happen because I got a lot of Aaron Rodgers. I got him at cheaper prices. So I don't want that to happen really. But I think that's actually the strategy at play. If you're not playing Superflex, the next best strategy is going on DraftKings, I think, and trying to get him late in the draft on DraftKings as a three quarterback build. Last best strategy is get on Underdog and try to do a three QB strategy there with Aaron Rodgers. I think they work, but I think my favorite strategy right now is just not drafting him in Superflex. That's weird, right? But that is, I think, the best strategy. We got some other players rising up that we'll just kind of hit on really quick. A lot of these players have been on the sheet for a while. The ones that we're going to hit on are the two of the free agents. We said they'd eventually become risers. One of them is no longer a free agent, actually. Juwan Jennings, he's the biggest riser now going to Minnesota. Don't know how excited I am about that landing spot, but it kind of proves that it doesn't matter what your landing spot is. You just need to get a landing spot and you're going to rise up. So guess who's probably going to be on the list tomorrow? David Njoku will probably be on the list tomorrow because he's got a landing spot now. The other one is Stephon Diggs. All he had to do was beat his court case, and now he's rising up the boards as well. I do like Stephon Diggs' price still. He's, I think, rising up even more on Underdog, if I'm not mistaken. So I would be looking at him also. But I think the most interesting one, if you ask me again, is the Aaron Rodgers and Superflex. Tell me if I'm totally off on that one. Next, we're going to look at the fallers, and look at this fallers list. How often do you see QBs falling down the board on DraftKings? They're never values on DraftKings. They're always super expensive. They become values on Underdog just because of how expensive they are on DraftKings. But look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quarterbacks on the fallers list. Have never seen this before. Not that I've been doing this forever, but I've never seen it before. So maybe there's a chance to start pushing your quarterbacks a little bit. Josh Allen has almost fallen to the end of the second round into the third. He's all the way up to pick like number 20 earlier, in the month at least. Kind of crazy that he's already back down here. I think it makes more sense. I don't like taking him at 20. I don't like taking him in the second round. But just did not expect this at all. Kind of blew my mind to see this. Now, I don't know exactly what to do with this exactly. I think it just maybe you can wait just a little bit longer on DraftKings. Maybe we need to wait for more data and see if this continues type of thing. But some of these people that are falling too, like for example, Jalen Hurts, pick 72. Thank you very much. Drake May, he's finally falling, and it might make a little bit more sense once he gets in just a couple picks later, gets to like 65, 66, 67. That's where a lot of people are taking him in the later part of that round or beginning of the next round type of thing. So quarterbacks are falling. Tell me what we're doing with this. I'm not sure exactly, but it's something I think we need to be aware of when we are drafting. Last but not least, we have our platform values. And there are two platform values that are over pick 100 that are kind of interesting. I think one is more interesting than the other. They're both towards the bottom of the list here on the values, right? We got Chris Rodriguez at 15%, 14.66% exactly. And then we got Josh Downs at 11.41%. And I think the one that's the most interesting is Josh Downs. Um, he's almost to pick 100 already on underdog, and that just it doesn't feel good to pick him there if you ask me. Probably just anchoring bias a little bit, right? Like he was so much cheaper before. I didn't get enough of him probably when he was cheaper, and kind of regret it possibly. But just pick 100 just seems you don't like it basically. But you can go on to DraftKings and still get him at pick 112, so a round later on DraftKings. And it is a PPR website. I don't know how many catch passes he's going to catch, but I think that's where his value is, right? Like he's not a down the field type of uh, pass catcher. That's Alec Pierce. So you're hoping that the Colts pepper Josh Downs with targets, and you're hoping that Josh Downs actually gets that number two wide receiver role as opposed to just the slot role. If those things happen, does he get unlocked a little bit more? Possibly. So that's why he's been skyrocketing up the boards. And the place to get him probably is DraftKings. He's cheaper, and if he's really a PPR scammy type of player, you're getting even more value out of it. So get on DraftKings. Try to do your three quarterback builds with Aaron Rodgers if that's what you really want to do. Realize the quarterback's got some weird things going on, and go get your Josh Downs. Let's get into those drafts. I'll see ya. Peace.